In this movie, we will look at the difference between local and global space, how it changes our outlook on approaching game design and development, and how it changes our approach to scripting. Now, what I'm going to explain here is very important. It's not very hard to understand, but it does make sure you won't get headaches in the process of making your game. Now, we've already learned what a vector3 variable is and that every single game object in 3D space has an x, y, and a z, also called a vector3 or a transform. Now, when I want my character to move around in 3D space, there's a couple things I need to know before I start changing its x, y, and z. For example, take this box. In this box I have visualized a couple of arrows that show its x, y, and z axes. For example, the green one is the y pointing up, the blue one z pointing in depth, and then the x towards the right of the cube. Now imagine that this cube is a player character and you want this player to jump. What you would do in script is fairly easy. As soon as the jump button is toggled, you would increase the number of y, and now your character would be jumping upwards. This sounds pretty straightforward, but it's not really that easy. For example, what if our cube were to look up in the sky? Our character is, for example, attacked by a helicopter or chopper, and he's trying to find out where in the sky the chopper is shooting from. Now, as soon as that happens, our character is no longer pointing into the exact x, y, and z direction as it is now, but something like this would happen. As you can see right now, the y-axis is no longer pointing straight up, it's pointing diagonally backwards and up. Our z is no longer pointing directly towards the depth of 3D space, but it's also looking up because our z is actually looking for the chopper. The only one that's correct right now is our x-axis, which is still pointing towards the right of the cube. However, as soon as our character turns around, that of course will be off also. Now, why is this so important to note? When you change your y in your script, as soon as the jump button is toggled and you increase the y to make your character jump, he will not jump straight up, but he will jump diagonally backwards. Now, I don't know about the games you play, but in most of the games that I'm playing, when I jump, 99% of the time I'm trying to jump forward. So that's not a good thing. Even if we think a little bit more about this, if our character would be upside down or hanging on a beam or something like that, then he would be jumping down instead of up. And this is not what we want at all. Now, what we need to do is transform our x, y, and z variables from local to global space. Let me show you exactly what I mean by going back to our wall. As you can see, the arrows of the transform variable of our wall are pointing exactly into the same direction of the world. Our y, the green one, is pointing up, as well as the y of our world. Same with the x and the z, they are exactly aligned with the x and the z of our world. Now, as soon though as I click the rotate tool and I rotate along the y-axis, you will notice as soon as I go back to my move tool that these handles are no longer pointing into the same direction of the world. Of course, y is still intact because I only rotated over the y-axis, but as soon as I rotated over any other axis, y would be off as well. Now, there's a little trick to changing this from local to global space. Do you see this button here in the user interface? It says local, and that means that all the tools, the Move tool, Rotate tool, and Scale tool of Unity3D are currently set to local space. As soon as I toggle this back to global space, note what happens to our transform handles here. They toggle and snap right back to the same as the world axis. So, when the position of our cube is transformed from local to global space, we know exactly what forward, left, and right, and up is again. As soon as I toggle back to local, it will have remembered the direction our wall is facing in, which is diagonally off a little bit with the z-axis. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this is interesting now, but how do I do this in script? How complicated is it? It's not that complicated at all. In the next video, I'll show you how to throw things in 3D space, but let me just give you a sneak peek right now of most used functions that we use to do this in 3D space. If I click the help button and then go to the scripting manual, and in the search box type transform, it will show me everything I can do with the transform of a game object in Unity 3D. If I scroll down, you will notice a couple functions that are local to world matrices or have the name local in them, and these all have to do with the local position or angles or rotation or scale of our character. Now the function that you would use to transform the direction of a cube into that one of the world is transform.transform direction. It takes the x, y, and z of local space and converts it to global space or world space, if you will. Now we'll look exactly how to use this function in the next video, where we start throwing things around in 3D space. This should be a great deal of fun, so let's move on and continue and throw some things around.